Hey everybody, my name is Kalle Slaap, watchmaker in the Netherlands, and an update about the Rolex. Well, it is a bit longer, this video, but I want to give you context and to show you our secret weapon in the restoration of this amazing Rolex. Well, it's been in the rust converter for days now. I had to finish other jobs and now I finally can focus fully on this watch. And the rust converter is really doing its job. Maybe you can remember when I removed the dial. This is what it looked like a few days ago. Quite rusty, quite horrible. And now under the microscope I will show you the condition it is now. The rust converter, I'll give some details in the description. And because it is really working, it is penetrating oil. It's no big secret. It is penetrating oil, and that is dissolving the. Here it is now, and you can see starting to work, and the rust is getting less and less. Still a lot of work, but on the balance side, look at that. Even here, of course, the main barrel, we're going to replace the main barrel because it's so important in a movement, but still, you see, it is doing its job. But now, there it is. I have to take the movement apart because we are going to restore this movement with the original parts that are usable. All the steel parts are gone and we're going to replace it with original Rolex. But still, we would like to especially use this part, so we have to clean it. We have to take it apart, but the screws are all rusted. And you cannot pry it open because all the brass parts will look like this and the watch will never run again. So we do have a secret weapon in the workshop, and that is Fat Bertha. The name is no disrespect to any person. It is a huge machine and it's called like that, named after a huge cannon in the First World War that was called Fat Bertha, and that was a German machine as well. So I would like to take you on a tour of the workshop. Probably seen this before, and I want to give you a bit of more context about the restoration of this particular movement. Well, here are all the machines in the workshop. We can make just about every single part here on site, and that is Fat Bertha. It is a Deckel jig borer, and with we made it with a digital readout, which is insanely accurate. I will show you in a minute. It is 3 axes, X, Y and Z, and there is the drill bit. This one is 0.6 millimeters, about half a millimeter. We fit it with a camera so we can see what we do, but the client can watch as well. And all the kudos to Ewout and Edwin. Shout outs to Ewout and Edwin. They customized this machine. As you can see, the balance, well, the bed can move in 3 positions, X, Y and Z. And those huge knobs, then you can change the position of the bed. Edwin and Ewout made the digital readout, which is so accurate to one micrometer, 1/1000th of a millimeter, which is, I'll show you in a minute, 0.0000039 inch. 1 millimeter, there are 1,000 lines in between a millimeter. I cannot imagine 1,000, it's abstract. And per line we can exactly make sure where we are going to drill. Due to that balance thingy, we can control the pressure on the drill by the gram. So you can see the tiny flakes because there's hardly any pressure on the drill. It is drilling a hole in brass, and in a moment I will show you the accuracy of Fat Bertha. We converted this machine from 1959. The primary drive we fitted with a V-belt from a Mercedes car, so it's far more stable. And as you can see by the camera, I'm trying to to operate heavy machinery in a safe way, hold the camera and keep my balance. I shifted the weight back, so there's no weight on the drill bit. It's staying up, and you can see it is exactly in the hole. Well, blow away all the parts. There it is. And all this customization is done by Ewout and Edwin. Amazing job. And now the party trick of our workshop. And it blew my mind, and I really do hope it will blow your mind, the accuracy. Now I'm moving the bed, so the drill bit isn't above the hole anymore. Look at that. Completely different position. Just moved it. But due to the digital readout, and I reset it on 0 when we started, we can always go back to the original location. Accurate to 1 micrometer, 1,000th of a millimeter. So now I'm going back to the original position, all zeros. And that's the fine tuning for the machine. And then the Y axis back to 0. And it's a fiddly job because it is so incredibly accurate, but it is worth it. And in a moment I'll show you why it is so important for this particular Rolex that was eaten by a cow. With all the rusted screws, because they are carbon steel, it's all rust. Well, I'm just about back, overshoot. Now I'm back to 0.000. Just about. And imagine, it's a machine from 1959. It is still so accurate. Now I'm just about finished with going back to the original position. And then the party trick, well, it won't be a surprise. The drill bit will move inside the hole without touching the sides. It is so incredibly accurate. Here again I try to operate. There it goes. It was completely in a different position, back with the digital readout to 000, and it doesn't even touch the sides. It is that accurate. And because we have an extra option on Fat Bertha, and we love that machine, it is around 3,000 pounds in weight, just about a family car. And this is our secret weapon in the restoration of this particular Rolex of Mr. Steele. This attachment we can place inside Fat Bertha where the drill bit is. And there is a crosshair, again insanely accurate, and that you can place, because we have control of the X and the Y side of the table, the moving table, we can place the drill bit exactly above where we would like to drill. So every single screw head that is completely rusted, we just have to tap a tiny center point. Then by eyeball number 1, place it exactly above the place we would like to drill, and we are with insane accuracy drilling in the screw. So even though everything is completely rusted, by just zip, 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 we can remove the screw head and lift the parts one by one by one. It is a hell of a job, and this is a bit of a longer video, but I would like to give you a bit more. I don't want to make a short from look how simple it is, because it is simply not that simple. It is a hell of a job, but we get there, and now we're going to focus on the movement, and step by step by step I will talk you through well, this amazing project. Even the rotor is being in the rust converter, penetrating oil, and if you Google on rust converter, it is a bit like WD-40 but with an extra. We use Argos. That is a Dutch brand. We are not sponsored in any way, but we use Argos for this, and place it in the heated ultrasonic bath, and with the vibrations all the rust will, well, not all the rust will dissolve, but it helps a lot with removing the rust. So now here is the, and look at that. Of course the pivot, well, we cannot save that it's completely rusted, but the rest, look at that. It is really helping. Still a lot of work to do, but there is a chance I would like to reuse this rotor, just because it's part of the story, and well, the quality of Rolex, that still a lot of parts are still usable. I really do hope you enjoyed a bit of context of the restoration of the watch of Mr. Steele, and step by step I will post our progress. So now rust converter, next step Fat Bertha, our pride and joy in accuracy, and well, we're going to disassemble this movement and see what we can salvage. All of you, thank you so much for your attention, and please leave some comments. I read every single one of them, and if you've got questions, no problem, just leave them in the comments, and please hit the like button. Okay, hey, see ya, bye bye.